What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Nikocado Avocado. And yes, I know I am super late to talking about this topic as it did blow up on social media. But I did have previous videos filmed and already scheduled to upload. And on top of that too, I've been trying to pre-film because I am going to be going on a 8-day cruise. So I'm going to be gone for a minute. So I know I'm super late with this and I do apologize. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've known who Nikocado Avocado was for quite a bit, and I've actually seen a few of his videos before, and low-key, I've wanted to talk about him before on my channel because, y'all, he was wrapped up in a lot of drama there for a hot minute, and he does have a lot of, online feuds with people, which I could never really tell. I couldn't get a good read on him if it was, serious. Do you know what I mean? Like, every single time that I would see him with his boyfriend, which low-key to me, I was just kind of like, I don't like this type of content because it just seemed really, I don't know. It just seemed bizarre to me. You know what I mean? And I couldn't get a good read if it was real. I don't know. I feel like they both were kind of playing it up. And it just seemed like it was kind of like an act. Do you know what I mean? And I couldn't really tell if it was true or not. And I remember a couple of times watching his videos that I'm like, okay, are they really together? Are they just best friends and they're just beefing for the audience retention, for the clicks, for the views? Because it seemed that they would break up, get back together. They would bash each other on social media, then get back together and film a mukbang. Do you know what I mean? So I was really confused by their whole situation. And I got to keep it real. I never really talked about their, I don't know, videos before because I was I don't really have nice things to say. Do you know what I mean? Also, I do have to say this too at the same time. I feel like a lot of people don't ever want to address this situation because this whole, body positivity movement has come forward. And yes, I do agree with body positivity. Hello, I started Fat Bitch Fridays for a reason, for that whole reason of body positivity. But I do think his situation from him being so thin to getting so big so quickly is very dangerous. Honestly, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that because they're too scared to say that because people will label them as fat phobic or they're just a sizist or whatever the case may be. And I'm just kind of y'all, let's keep it real here. That's, that's a little unhealthy. So I would feel like watching his videos, and it's so crazy because y'all, if you guys watched my channel before, and my other channel, my food and travel account, as well as my food and travel TikTok, I'm a foodie, okay? This is why I'll never be thin because I absolutely love food. But I really do feel when you take it to the extreme, as Nikocado Avocado did, I low-key feel like that's really dangerous, y'all. And on top of that too, it's kind of I don't know, you're kind of influencing other people to do that because you're getting all these clicks and views. There was this one McDonald's video that I seen of his, and I was like, there's no way that he's gonna eat all that food. And look, people have said before, I've read on Reddit that a lot of these big time mukbangers who have the big ol' setup, supposedly they're fake. I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't necessarily know if Nikocado Avocados was fake because he did obviously gain a massive amount of weight within, a couple years. That has to take a lot of food to eat. So I don't necessarily know if that was fake. But anyways, I feel like for the longest time, I was like, damn, I don't want to get on camera and be like, what the hell is up with him doing this? Because low-key, I do feel like it is, unhealthy. And I don't know. I just feel like us sometimes as a society, people put labels on things. And if I were to luckily I'm a fat man, so whatever, I could say what I want to say, But when it comes down to say for example, a fit, buff, bodybuilder, nutritionist type of guy who gets on the internet and says Nikocado Avocado is really getting out here and he is, spreading a bad message with eating so much food, they would label him as fat phobic. And I'm like, but no, at the end of the day, it's really not that healthy. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, he shocked the internet with apparently he has had videos pre-filmed for a long period of time and he came out of nowhere with a 250-pound weight loss. And I have to say, one, good for him. I think that is so amazing. But also, I am so baffled by this whole situation that I'm kind of at a loss for words because I'm like, one, how did you have all these videos pre-filmed ahead of time? And how long did you have these videos pre-filmed for? Because to lose 250 pounds, whether he had weight loss surgery, I'm gonna keep it with you guys. I didn't even watch his full video. I am going to be reading an article within today's video. But even if he got weight loss surgery, even if he was on Ozempic, whatever the case may be, to lose 250 pounds is gonna take a long time. Y'all, you're not gonna lose 250 pounds within 4 months. Do you know what I mean? It had to have been over a year. So I'm like, whoa, this is so crazy. And maybe this is why he was labeling it one of the big what is the social experiments of his lifetime. But low-key I feel of a lifetime because This is so crazy. Also, how has there not been any sightings of Nikocado Avocado while he's thin? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like this is so crazy that it wasn't outed before. This kind of took the internet by storm, that he was like, he went from being really, really big to now really, really thin. So it's like, whoa, like how did nobody out that before? How did he keep it a secret for so long? I think this is really kind of crazy, you know? Also, too, like, please let me know down below, because like, speaking of like his whole like relationship with him and his man, like, was that real? Was that fake? Like, I am so curious. Like, I never really dived into it because I'm like, this is some really bizarre stuff. And just the way that he would act sometimes, and the way he would be like screaming in public, and he'd be on like, I've seen like clips of him before on Twitter to where he's like rolling around a grocery store on like a motorized wheelchair, and he's like screaming and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, this is crazy. Like, he just seemed like one of those people that's like down to do whatever for the clicks and views. So that's why I never was really like engaged in that. So I'm so curious to know if his like issues with his man were like real or not. I'm starting to be like, damn, was his whole entire career on social media like just one big setup? Was it one big prank to everybody? Because this is really, really bizarre. Hey, but low-key though, to like sit there and like eat that much food, put on that much weight, and then to lose the weight and then bam, like shock the internet. That's kind of crazy. Like, I am so sorry, but when I saw this, I was like, whoa, like, this is the most bizarre thing that I've seen in a hot minute. So anyways, I am going to be reading an article within today's video because I did want to talk about this topic, but I'm gonna keep it with you guys. I was like, I don't feel like watching this video. So I was like, oh, perfect. Let me go ahead and read this article right here, because everyone and their mom was talking about this. This blew up on yo, I saw it on the news. It was literally on the news. Like, I was like, damn. But it is low-key, if you really think about it, this is bizarre to like be known as a big time food mukbanger that like gained so much weight, and then to now have lost so much weight within a blink of an eye. That is crazy, y'all, and low-key shocking to a lot of people. So I will be reading an article within today's video, and yeah, let me shut up and let's get into it. Also, I have to say too, I saw this one tweet that was talking about Nikocado Avocado, like him being skinny now, and they were like, I thought this was Trixie Mattel. I'm so sorry, Trixie, I love you to pieces, but I really did. I was like, oh, at first, like at a quick glance, obviously if you directly stare, you're like, no. At a quick glance, this looks like Trixie Mattel. Like, I was like, oh shit, and then I'm like, oh no, it's not. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article from NBC News. Y'all, there is so many like news platforms speaking about this, because like, y'all, I just feel like this is really crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, say for example, if you were to like, I don't know if you guys watch 600 Pound Life, like, yo, I've watched every single, and I do mean every single episode of 600 Pound Life, and to see their transformations, and y'all, sometimes I know obviously years pass in between, but to see their transformations within one episode, or Where Are They Now, if you guys watch Where Are They Now, it's like a spin-off of it, like showing what happened to them down the road. To see the drastic changes is so bizarre. This one right here though was more bizarre because you didn't even know that he was losing weight in this meantime, you know what I mean? So it's so crazy. It's like one day he's, you know, really big, and then boop, he's not. I'm like, damn. I'm like, can I have a transformation like that? Shit. Anyways, this is what it says right here. YouTuber Nikocado Avocado bamboozles viewers with secret weight loss transformation. Y'all, I almost choked out right now. I literally have a candle on right now, and for some reason, like, it got in my throat, and I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, weight loss transformation. The popular mukbang YouTuber told NBC News he hid his 250 plus pound weight loss from millions of subscribers by uploading recorded content for 2 years. This is where I'm saying, I'm like, how do you have it in you to have pre-recorded content for 2 years? I'm struggling right now to get like 10 days worth of content pre-filmed before my damn cruise, because I'm trying to have videos set up, because I ain't paying for that expensive ass internet package, that I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, how do I do 10 days and he did 2 years? Like, that is so crazy to me. Anyways, Nikocado Avocado has pulled off a years-long prank. The popular mukbang YouTuber, known for eating enormous amounts of food on camera, fooled the internet by completing a secret weight loss journey while uploading old videos to mask his progress. Nikocado Avocado, whose real name is Nicholas Perry, revealed his new look, a drastically slimmer appearance compared with his look in his other recent YouTube videos to millions of subscribers Friday. Today, I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having a 250 pounds off my body. And just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant. Perry, 32, said in his latest video, people are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet, and yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you. The video titled 2 Steps Ahead got more than 26 million views over the weekend. It drew a flurry of speculation around whether he could have achieved such extreme weight loss in the months since his most recent uploads, all of which showed him at a considerably large size. Perry said by email that it took about about 2 years to lose the weight, going from 411 at his heaviest to 158 pounds. I am freaking in shock, y'all. This is my first time reading this article. Y'all know I like to read the articles like fresh so that way you guys get my full, authentic reaction. I am shook. I didn't know he made it to up to 411 pounds. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I almost got choked out again by that damn candle. I should probably get up and turn it off, but I'm like, I'm too lazy. Let me finish this video first. Anyways, y'all, what did he say right here? 411 pounds. I'm still so, maybe that's why I'm like choked up right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, 411 pounds to 158. And how did he not get outed? Like, doesn't he have people out there that like would have been like, oh, that's him? I've never seen any like one sighting of him in public, which is so crazy. Anyways, I have been strategically posting pre-recorded videos for 2 years on both YouTube and TikTok. I edited the videos so that they would appear recent, allowing me to focus on healing my body behind the scenes, Perry wrote in an email. I shaved my head so that people wouldn't recognize me in public. A handful of fellow YouTubers also helped to keep my secret. Opening the video with a giant panda mask on his head, he called his quiet transformation the greatest social experiment of my entire life. He told viewers that watching internet users' continual comments and speculation about him felt as if he were monitoring ants on an ant farm. Low-key, I could kind of see how that is, because it's kind of like you're watching everyone talk this way about you, but little do they know, like he's lost like 275 pounds. It's like, oh my gosh. The panda, according to Perry, was meant to symbolize how the world of social media is not as black and white as it appears. His aim, he wrote, was to remind people not to take the internet so seriously. While everybody pointed and laughed at me for over-consuming food, I was in total control the entire time, Perry wrote. This is where I'm saying, I'm so sorry, but in this specific instance, it's like, wait, so like he got that big purposefully? Because like this was his whole experiment to like gain weight and then lose weight? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, y'all, I couldn't imagine, because it is taking me so damn long to get to my goal weight. Like, y'all, I hit 300 pounds and my goal weight is 200, and I'm like, I'm still not there. I'm at 225. I'm 25 pounds away from that, and it's taking me 2 freaking years, because I'm like, oh, it's so hard. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did he put on all this weight just to take it off? And look, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but like, isn't that really dangerous to like do to your body? I'm so confused by that. In reality, people are completely absorbed with internet personalities and obsessively watch their content. That is where a deeper level of overconsumption lies, and it's the parallel I wanted to make. After the big unveil, Perry dived back into his, oh my gosh, I got so tongue twisted there, back into his usual mukbang content, finishing the video by clearing out a massive tray of spicy black bean noodles. There's more about it, but honestly, I want to say right here, because y'all, this is a really lengthy article, and I'm like, y'all, this video is already long because I talk so damn much. I have to say, I think it's so bizarre that he said that he's still going to continue doing mukbang content. And this is where I'm like, are you going to do mukbang content of like salads and stuff? Because how do you go through this massive transformation and lose all this weight, and then you're still going to do mukbangs? Like, I'm so curious to know how that's going to work. And to my understanding, because I have watched several other food channels before, I actually watched this channel called the Takedown Twins. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them. They make great videos. And recently they're going through this like transformation of like, we don't want to overconsume food like this. Like, y'all, they do big time like food, like big time. They will eat for 24 hours straight at fast food places. Like, they do some crazy stuff, and they're like, we don't want to do this anymore, and put our bodies through all of this. So I'm so confused. And what's so crazy is that they're super thin. They're super thin and they eat so damn much. So it's so crazy to me to like see Nikocado say that he's still going to be like doing mukbang style videos, when it's like, whoa, you just went through this, I'm sure it had to be a very strenuous process to lose all this weight, and then you could like potentially be put back into that. I don't know. It's so crazy, and I'm so curious to know like what he's going to be doing. Maybe he's just saying that he's going to do that to prove that he does have control over his eating. Maybe that's like the whole second step. I don't really know. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about this, because this situation is so damn bizarre. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.